Yeah, I want to avoid because it's very painful. And I can see already the comments on the podcast like, don't do it. Breaking up the partnership. Okay, that's it. Oh my god, this is horrible. I hope you guys are listening to this and that you can take for your life. Otherwise, this is like meaningless and I'm just going through something very uncomfortable for nothing.
Right now, you're in your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is like doing things with the same partner, even though it doesn't feel good anymore, but it's discomfort that you know. What is it that you're trying to achieve? What would be now the goal?
Embodying more and more the fact that the magic is in me.
We're going to demonstrate a coaching session
Yeah.
just so people can understand a little bit more how this looks like.
Let's all see how lost I am and how you can help me.
I really, first of all, admire your openness and courage and transparency. Not many people are comfortable enough to share their challenges / issues so very publicly.
Thank you for appreciating. It's my pleasure. I really like because every time that I am struggling, I would be so happy to see other people going through the same that I could just like, okay, I'm not alone. This is happening with more people. And yeah, since I feel very open and transparent. People that follow me know that I share everything on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice way to help myself and other people also.
So thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, there's so many podcasts, let's be honest. So what one person was like, so why is yours gonna be any better than the rest of them? And I'm like, yeah, that's a great question. It was gonna set me apart. And since I'm already doing coaching, and I'm actually interested in so many different ways how to level up my life, so I just want to do the same, share my insights. With more people and get more insights and continue the growing journey. So what makes it different is maybe just showcasing how coaching looks like.
Yeah.
And what are different challenges people are facing with and how I would help address them, or maybe, what you're already doing can inspire people. So I want to go in that direction.
Cool.
And let's start. Obviously, it's not going to be like a real first coaching session, us meeting for the first time, building trust, because it's there, because otherwise probably you wouldn't be here.
I have a very honest question. Like, is the first session for free or you already pay for the first session?
I would do like a get to know each other session first, just to see if the chemistry is there. I don't know why I'm getting now this thought. You could be I'm not everybody's cup of coffee, but I'm somebody's shot of whiskey. I'm definitely not a coach for everyone. So I go directly. I don't sugarcoat around, and then sometimes people just wanna, just share their problems. I'm like, I'm a problem solver. Like I can help you solve problems. So if you're in this place, I'm a very good choice. And if you're not, then I guess I'm not, and that's okay. And it took me also some time to understand that it doesn't say anything about my personal value. It's just I'm a good fit for somebody and no for
so
somebody else.
the first session would be just to see if the client likes you and if you like the client. And
Exactly.
okay, cool.
Yeah, that would be my first. Sometimes we do it online, sometimes we do it in person, sometimes we do it over the phone. Obviously, I prefer in person, or online. I think it's a very good way of doing it as well, especially if you have the camera on. So that one would be for free. And this is where I would also talk about logistics and how much time it takes and what's the price. And I always present the principles of collaboration, which is the confidentiality, so that things stay between us, just so we can help facilitate the trust. Then the growth mindset, principle of growth mindset, which is basically that you are willing to try new things, even if they are maybe not very comfortable to try. But if you're just doing the same things over and over again, you cannot expect a different result. So I know that sooner or later in the coaching journey, there will be a moment where the person will have this choice: either I stay here where I am, or I try something new. And that's the moment I'm like, remember this principle of growth mindset that we agreed upon? So now's the moment. And they're like, and at least they try it, and then you can see if it's working or not.
Yeah.
And then the third principle would be principle of consistency, which means that whatever we promise to each other that we're gonna do, we actually do it. It goes more for the client because they have action plans in between coaching sessions, because coaching process is not just the coaching session. Coaching process is everything that happens in between the coaching sessions.
Yeah.
So your personal work, building awareness, changing your habits, all of this is a part of coaching process. I want clients to understand that already from the beginning, that there is this consistency that has to be there if we want to achieve a certain goal, and that it's that it's also their responsibility, or mostly their responsibility, this part. So I'm responsible for the process and managing the process, and you're responsible for the what you put in and what you take out. So you're responsible for the content, I'm responsible for the process. And I also tell them in the beginning, if you show up 2 times not doing your action plan, so this is action plan is something that you promise to yourself that it made sense on a coaching session that you're gonna do. If you show up twice not doing that, we're finishing the process.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's important also to know.
Yeah,
It's
and
it's really cool because then the person is accountable.
the person is accountable, and I never had to finish a process because of this.
Nice.
So it's just the rules of the game. And it's also, for me, it's important to invest my time and work with people who actually want to change, because it just makes me feel so much better and that I'm making an impact, than working with somebody who wants it but doesn't want it. You know, it's like the pain of not changing and the pain of changing are there.
Yeah.
So then the change doesn't happen. I prefer to work with somebody whose pain of staying the same is much bigger, that they're willing to put in the work to change.
Yeah.
In other words, when it's like, okay, now we really need to do something, which is usually the moment when they show up, like when the frustration is high. So yeah, I would coordinate all of that in the beginning. So the price, the how we're gonna meet, that is gonna be hybrid. I do a lot of hybrid stuff just to save time. And every now and then we meet also in person.
Okay.
So we begin always in person, and then we do the hybrid stuff.
Okay.
And I always and another principle that I have is principle of writing. So before you took a
Writing.
seat, I remember I told you, could you have something to write? Just because once we're problem solving and the problem is complex, it really helps to write things down to get that clarity. And it's also very interesting after, I don't know, 5 or 6 sessions, to go back and check your notes where you started.
Cool.
Yeah. So those would be the things that I would agree upon before.
Nice. So
Yeah.
confidentiality, which we're not using in this session. And then,
Yeah.
the other one, it's growth
Growth
mindset
mindset. Yeah.
and consistency
Yes.
and writing.
And writing.
That's cool.
And those
So
are
you
usually
present that on the free call, free session before you start.
before we start, because they need to agree with this before we start.
Okay.
And I also invite them to share if there's something something else that they would like to set up as some kind of principle of collaboration.
Okay.
And maybe one other thing that is important for the consistency is, I also tell them that if something came up and you cannot do your action plan, let me know. I can understand that life happens. But if you just show up on a session not doing your work, this I cannot understand. So just to help clarify also that I do have compassion and understanding for the client if the communication is there. So also don't wait for the last day to communicate it with me. Maybe if you say that, you know, this and this happened, or there is some extra pressure in your life, I don't want this to be, oh, so heavy. I want this to be a journey where you grow, but sometimes growth goes through uncomfort. Is that a word? Uncomfort?
Discomfort,
Discomfort. Yeah,
I
I thought
guess.
so.
She's asking a Brazilian, but okay.
So yeah, these principles of collaboration are very important to me, just to get, if we're playing a game, a board game, and if you know the rules and I don't know the rules, you're gonna be so frustrated playing with me
Yeah,
because I don't know the rules.
yeah,
But if you take the time to explain me the rules, then I can play the game with you and we can have so much
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
So that's why this contracting is so important to me. And I actually learned it more in psychotherapy than in coaching. So also, if I would transition from coaching into more therapy, I would be like, how do you feel about us going there? Is this okay with you? So I would get your permission, and I wouldn't do it just, you know, just trust me. Yeah, you trust me. And because you trust me, I also feel this responsibility to communicate with you what's happening. Also, I believe this is the best way to empower somebody,
Yeah.
by giving them information and on knowledge and understanding, and also freedom of choice for what you think is the best for your journey.
Cool.
Yeah, being aware that I am the professional that you chose me to guide you through this journey, but I don't ever want to dismiss your abilities. Because at the end of the day, what I find, what is success, is if you don't need me anymore.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the best. You're sitting there knowing what you want in life, having that clarity, going for it, showing up for yourself on a daily basis or multiple times per day.
That's the
Being
dream.
excited. That's the dream, and then it makes me actually feel really good. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's
So.
start our 10-minute session.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the full session, but I would, you know what? Let's do like this. That I'm gonna be telling you what we're gonna be doing.
Okay.
Which is not something that I would always do, but some people like structure, and I
like structure.
made my estimation that you like the structure
I
as
like
well.
structure.
So let's do the ABCD model.
Okay.
So point A is where we are right now. What is the undesired state? Point B will be, what is your goal? What do you want to achieve? Point C, what are your options? Which one is the best? And point D, what are the risks and how you're going to manage them?
Oh God.
So usually in a coaching session, I would use the first session basically just exploring an A.
How things are.
How things are, and just understanding what's the root of the problem. But since you've worked on it quite a lot and I've been around for a part of that journey, I feel like we can have clarity sooner and just demonstrate how ABCD would look like. So
Okay.
we start with A. Also, I'm going to be taking some notes just so I can follow the story better. And at certain moments, I will also invite you to write down something.
Okay.
Okay. So what's the problem, Brenda?
What's the problem? What is the problem? Okay,
Yeah.
so just so we're very clear where we are at, I'm dancing for 19 years. I'm teaching. I have a partnership for 14 years that is quite successful. And people know us all over the world, and it works very well until page like 7. Because right now, both of us are in a moment that it's just not working so much together anymore, like most of the things, and very few things are working still. So that kind of makes me in a comfort zone of this works, so let me put all my energy to just make it work better. And it's keeping me away to do things that feels more easy, because this doesn't feel easy at all. It feels a lot of effort and a lot of drama and many different emotions that keeps me very down. So then that kind of pushes me in a way to like, okay, I don't want life to be like that. So I want to do something that feels good for me. But I don't know exactly what and how. I know that I like to create impact in people's life. I already know that. I know that I have a lot of experience and many valuable lessons that I learned throughout my life and dance that I love sharing with people. But I did that mostly with my partner, with my dance partner, or with dance partners in general. That's what I feel more comfortable. Um, so then I have this part of me that loves the partner work because I believe the encounter of the masculine and feminine, it's so powerful. And I really love working with that. So I wouldn't want to stop that. But on the way it is in my partnership, I don't want to do it anymore like that. So I see that I would love to do more work with women. And then where I find myself is um, very insecure when I'm going to do by myself, even though I have so much knowledge and skill for doing this together for so long. When I'm going to do by myself, I feel very, very insecure. And then I start questioning if I want to do that at all. Like maybe I don't, maybe I do, I'm not sure. So this is one part where I am. Um, I already did some of this. I already did a retreat for followers. I already did a few workshops, but I can see my energy getting scared. And then when I am like, I don't promote as much, it's almost a part of me doesn't want it to work so well because I'm questioning too much still. So I noticed that. Um, what else? And then I'm also doing collabs with other people, which like nourishes a lot this place of doing the encounter, together. But I don't feel comfortable feeling so insecure by doing by myself. So this is a place that I am not sure. Like, does this mean that I really don't want to do something by myself, or I should overcome that fear somehow? This is a question that I keep like asking.
Yeah. Okay. A lot.
I know.
um, a lot of the times in coaching, I would do summaries just to show you the mirror of what you said. So for me, one thing is that you really like working in partnership, but also that was your main experience so far. So one part of you also wants to experiment by yourself, and that same part is kind of scared.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and you want to keep this part of partnership also by exploring with and partnering up with different people. And the interesting thing also, can I just add this one, is that you want to also work with women, but sometimes it also kind of feels like you're sabotaging yourself.
Yeah, that feels like that. And one of the things that came up the most in the last retreat that I did by myself is how much I don't like to be in the spotlight. I don't like it. I don't like that sensation that I am like that everybody's paying attention on me. I really don't like it. And when I'm doing with a partner, then it's fine. But when I'm doing by myself, it's like, oh, can I just organize the event and somebody else come and teach? Like I still want to do the thing, but I don't like that sensation of being in the spotlight.
Why
So
not?
um I guess I put a lot of pressure on myself to give something that it's very like that is the best, that is very valuable and
Very special.
very
So
special.
much for the
I need to
pressure
be like
that we
the
talked about.
best. If I do that, I really need to. And I think it's that pressure that I don't like. Or if I'm gonna dance in front of people, for example, it's the same. I still feel that pressure a lot. When I feel like I need to be good at something, which is interesting because it's just some things. Like William asked if I was nervous to do the podcast. I'm like, not at all, because I don't feel like I need to be good at. I can suck and it's fine because she's the one who will help me. Like it's not me. It's not on me. But when it's on me, then it's like it's almost a pressure that I cannot take.
Yeah. So what's really the problem? Can you take some time and write one or two sentences? What's really the problem? What's behind the scenes?
What is behind the scenes of the fear of being on the spotlight, or in general?
Whatever you're gonna write.
Mm. Mm. What is really the problem?
So for all the viewers, this is the moment where the coach stays silent and needs to be okay with the silence as she thinks.
It's funny because when I think about like life is so great. Life is so good. Like what is the
Where's
problem?
the problem?
What is the problem? Life is amazing. Like what could make it better, right? Like
Yeah.
what could make it better? And I guess this is one thing that I we spoke about, like letting go of the comfort zone.
Can I stop you right there?
Yeah.
So this is what would happen often in coaching. You ask them to write down what's really the
Oh
problem,
yeah, I
and then
did
they
that.
don't want it.
Thank you.
And then they try to distract you by saying more stuff. Don't get confused over there. Because it's hard. I know it's hard
Mm.
because she's gonna see it written down. And me as a coach now in a loving, kind way, I invite her to do the task. It happens very often.
I love that. I love that this is for people and for coaches.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
just wrote the problem. Should I write something else?
Let's see. What did you write?
Um, life is good. What is the problem? I'm still stuck into a situation that I don't want anymore. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah, and this can be one specific situation, or I could see this coming from very like back. If I go to the therapy part of it,
Yeah.
it's like
Okay. It started somewhere
it
else.
started like very like in another place, but this is manifested in my life right now through the situation that I'm going through with Anderson.
So this is the thing, if I, as a coach, if I have the knowledge and the skills and the permission from your side, I could go for the depth, or I could just stay here and let's just, okay, so you're stuck. What do you want to be? Okay, not stuck. Great. What are the options? So let's go with the
Superficial part.
superficial. I hope it's superficial doesn't sound wrong, but it's like more on the surface.
On the surface.
Okay, so you feel stuck right now, and how do you want it? What do you want? Let's go to point B.
Point B.
Yeah, what do you want?
I want to feel not stuck.
Obviously, can we rephrase it into positive? This is also something that is a coaching strategy, positive reframe. So, can we make it a positive statement? What do you want?
I want to feel free.
Yeah. How do you know you're free? How would you know that you're free?
That I'm not stuck.
Can we be like, if somebody else is observing your life and it's like, okay, this is the moment where she start to feel free.
Okay.
Like to make the goal measurable.
Like measurable, I would stop the temptation that it is, because one of the things that keeps me on the comfort zone is because the work with Anderson is so established. It's so established. It works so well. Like we get invitations from different places to things that we really like to do.
Yeah.
And places that I really want to go. But it's not pleasant to do it together in this moment, So one thing that would make me feel, I think, free would be to not accept invitations anymore.
Okay.
Like this is measurable.
Maybe we can write that one down. And by we, I mean you.
Not accept invitations.
I just have to say one thing because it really connects with the comfort zone that we talked about before. So this is right now you're in your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is like doing things with the same partner, even though it doesn't feel good anymore, but it's the discomfort that even though now you're frustrated. So now we're waiting for the moment where the frustration goes higher than, the pain of changing becomes lower than the pain of not changing. And this is the moment where you're ready. To go out of your comfort zone and explore the unknown, which you don't know what's going to happen. Bad things could happen, good things could happen. But you don't know. And there is a lot of fear after the comfort zone because you have comfort zone where things are predictable, even though they're uncomfortable or frustrating. And then you have the next zone, which is zone of fear, where you're afraid of maybe it's not gonna work, maybe you're afraid are you gonna be financially well established, maybe you're afraid how other people will see it, maybe like so many different fears and frustrations. And then after the fear zone there is the learning zone, where you learn, where you're like still learning how to, I don't know, collab with different people, how you can do stuff by yourself with different followers, with different organizers. And then you have the growth zone. And the funny thing is, after you've traveled this journey, your growth zone, now all of this is your comfort zone. So what it needs to happen is just you need to go outside of the comfort zone into the fear zone and get it as fast as possible to the learning zone where you're excited about new opportunities.
Where is the part that you do the work of, like, because in the comfort zone, like you said, it's not necessarily comfortable. It's
There is so many people who stay in the same job that they don't like, who are with the same partner that they stopped loving a while ago, and then now they're
because there is
roommates.
always something, that's the thing, like this thing that you said, the pain needs to be higher.
Yeah.
Because I still get a lot of reward by staying.
Yeah.
Like I get to go to, like I have invitations for Ibiza, for Greece, and then there is all the fans that feels like our kids, they're like, they'll never separate. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life if you guys are not together. There's all this illusion of how important it is for us to be together, and that is the part of my ego also, like wanting to keep that because it's so safe. I identify myself there as this like thing that, wow, that's how I really impacted people's life. It was because of that, and like this letting go of this and understanding that it was not because of the partnership. There's something in me that impacted people. And that's the part that I can move forward. But it's so hard to do that fucking shit, like
I feel like we went behind the scenes and what's really the problem. This thing that you just said about ego, what did you say? This is another coaching technique where she just say it again.
Ah, cool. I love that you're doing that because you're coaching the coaches while I'm going through like, it's amazing. I said my ego is very identified with this idea that I only impacted people because of this product, image, branding, whatever, of this idea. And I feel like I need to take out the identification that this is what caused impact, because what caused impact was what was in me.
Can we write that one down under point A?
Okay.
While she's writing, so this happens very often. People just fluctuate between point A and point B, like just, this is the problem, this is what I want, this is the problem, this is what I want. And then the further you go into the conversation, now we're like 15 minutes in, the more clarity you're getting. And honestly, sometimes it would take 1 or 2 coaching sessions for me to understand what's really the problem, because I'm figuring it out as she's figuring it out. And that's why I'm doing so much summaries to help me understand and also help her understand. And the more we talk, the more the trust is there, the more she's into the conversation, the deeper we can go and find what's the cause. So not just the symptom, but really go for what's the cause and try to, I think the expression is to grab the bull by its horns, something like that. So really go for what is the essence.
Nice.
Okay, let's see what you wrote down.
Letting go of the identity that believes that the impact was us instead of what it was in me.
Oh, can you say it again?
Letting go.
Sometimes I pretend as a coach like I didn't get it. Like playing French, and then she would just do it again.
That's what I thought you were doing.
Just this one was very transparent, so I was
Yeah.
like, this is what I did.
Letting go of the identity that believed that what caused impact was us instead of what is in me.
And that is what is making you feel so stuck. Wow. That's very profound.
It is, and it was very fast. And one thing that I could also share with the people that want to take coach is like, as soon as you open up, it's easier.
Yeah.
Like easier to find the problem.
Even though the confidentiality is
The confidentiality is not here, but like, because it requires like a level of courage for me
Courage.
to see the parts of myself that I create in my problem, because it's
Yeah.
much easier for us to put in the other people or in our like bosses or like
Yeah.
my partner or whatever, but this is on me.
Yeah, because very easily, if you don't go deep enough, then you just end up having another partnership where this same
Yeah.
struggle is still present until you
Yeah.
overcome. So basically, we have an ego problem.
We have an ego problem, as
Okay,
usual,
cool.
because we're humans.
Cool, cool, cool.
Cool. Ego.
So actually, I think we came to like what would be the essence. So considering that, what is it that you're trying to achieve? What would be now the goal?
What would be now the goal?
Yeah.
I guess from this understanding, like embody more and more the fact that the magic is in me. Yeah, that I am the one that can create and cause impact if I am very honest with myself and where it's coming from.
I love that for you. I
Me,
love that for everyone,
I love that for everyone
but
too.
now for you. Can you write it down?
Oh, I don't remember what I said, but that's a very good strategy. Okay.
I was just reflecting on the fact that we said we're gonna keep it on the surface and then we dive back in. That's why I think it really makes sense as a coach to also have therapy background.
Yeah.
Bec-
Otherwise, what would you say, right?
I mean,
After I said that?
it would also work from this perspective. Okay, I need to make myself feel free, not accept this invitation, start collaborating just with other people, da 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 da. But you don't. This could show up again or somewhere else, but
Yeah.
in a different way. Different characters in the story, but pretty much the same storyline.
Yeah, that's so true.
So we didn't keep it on the
Can all the
surface.
coaches be like you? It's so nice.
I think you have a cognitive bias.
Yeah, it's true.
You just like your choices, which I don't mind. Anyway, let's get back to it.
I wrote embodying the idea / fact, because once it's not embodied, then it's just an idea. But once it's embodied, it becomes a fact. Yeah, that the impact magic is within me, and I don't know, whatever. And the more I believe that, more free I will be.
It's interesting how the dots connect, huh?
Mm.
You mentioned embody. What that means for you?
That it's not just an idea like that. The impact and magic is within me, but it's felt it, like you said, like the feeling of I'm good enough, like I got this, like it's really in me, you know. And I get this feeling sometimes. I want just to have that all the time.
Okay, so it's an internal sensation. So you're the only person who can validate if it's happening or not.
Yeah.
How would you check if that's happening? Like, how would you know that you're in the right level of embodiment of this idea?
I guess the biggest measurement for me is the calmness.
Calmness.
Yeah, I would feel calm. I would feel calm and at peace, excited from a place of like, yeah, let's do this, and not like, oh my God, we're gonna do this, you know,
Yeah,
not
not over.
nervousness,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like it's a calmness that is happy, you know, this
I see.
excitement.
Okay. What I'm thinking now is, because it's still a goal-oriented method, and a goal like, yeah, I'm gonna feel calm. It just doesn't feel measurable enough. And sometimes I would just leave it there, and we would investigate what this means later. But I still want to showcase a strategy. Like, for example, what would you say on the level of calmness where you are right now on a scale from 1 to 10? And where you want to be on a scale from 1 to 10 within the next, let's say, 6 months?
When I do things by myself
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
I guess it fluctuates, but I will say the minimum is like 1. This is the minimum that I feel calm. Sometimes even 0. But sometimes I feel like a 10. So it's fluctuates.
It depends, huh?
It depends. One of the things that I thought is like it would be good for me to also rest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think like sometimes I feel tired. It's like it's not even like that I'm not calm and I'm getting nervous. I'm just tired.
I see.
But I'm tired from the dynamic that I don't want anymore. So I need to rest of that more time, which means stop scheduling things together.
Yeah.
So I can have really like a big time away from that dynamic that drains so much my energy.
What is happening right now is like two things. One is you didn't really answer my
I
question.
didn't.
And the second thing is she's already going to point C, like brainstorming the ideas.
Yeah. Cool. Where were we?
But I think the idea of rest will stay there once we brainstorm options how to get there. So let's take an average. How do you want to feel in the level of calmness? Take average, okay? Where you are now, so point A, where you want to be level of calmness.
I would be happy with an 8 at least.
8. Okay, and where you are now?
I think now it's like a 3 or 4.
Okay, let's just, put it
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Okay. And let's summarize. What is your goal? So, what you want is to embody this idea of you feeling that you have this power within you to create the magic for everyone else. Yeah. And this will come through this feeling of calmness, and this will also allow you to feel free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. See this smile right now? This smile is a smile that the client would give when the coach gets them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is also one way of building trust and giving recognition for what you came up so far in the process. And also it's giving you, this sensation, I really care about you, I'm actively listening, I'm fully present.
Yeah.
And I get it, and then it's much easier to go to the next stage.
Cool.
Okay, so let's go to the next stage, point C. So now you're at 3 in terms of calmness. You want to be at 8. Let's say that our next session is within the next 2 weeks,
Okay.
and we want to bring that number from 3 to 4 or 5.
Okay.
Okay, so I will now invite you to write down 7 different ideas. What you could do. You don't have to do all of them, just brainstorm what you could do to go from point A to point B. So in terms of like going from 3 to 4 or 5 in levels of calmness, what you could do. Write down 7 ideas.
For the next 2 weeks, right?
Just write ideas. It doesn't have to be necessarily in this time frame. So this is also a moment for you as a coach to lean back and give the client the space, not be in her face checking what she wrote. And Brenda already got my comment about talking while writing. So now she's just writing. And it's for some clients, it's much harder to embrace this idea that it's completely okay to take time and write down things. And maybe just a comment why I said 7 ideas is because the first 3 or 4 ideas, she already thought about them. And it's nothing really new or nothing really special there because she has had this problem for a while. But pushing towards 7, it's good because the more choices you have, the more you can consciously choose which one is the best for you. And also it's helping you grow your creativity for problem solving on the spot. And then it's also very interesting as a coach to observe how they're writing because from what we can see now from Brenda, she has many ideas. So probably me as a coach will have to guide her to just pick one that would be the best for her. Otherwise, she will go for a lot and then this coaching process will be more of a burden than light. This can also happen often. Also, it took me a lot of time as a coach to embrace silence as part of the communication tools. So just be okay with giving people space to think.
Okay.
How much you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Wow. That's an overachiever, no?
It's just
Because usually as a coach now I would ask what else? What else, to help you with your mind process, but you're cognitively very fast. Okay. Want to share them?
I I will share the last one because it was interesting because it brought me back to the problem was the ego. So I was like, just build a different identity, find a different career, like work with cooking. This was one of the things, but this was more towards the end.
Okay.
But in the beginning, it was like take a rest from Anderson, like separate the classes, like don't try to teach together, do them separately, collab with other people, which I'm already doing, do my own immersion course by myself, which I already did, but it was in the past, and I felt really, really happy. Um, praying and connecting more with my spirituality. Be more conscious about the use of social media. Find, yeah, then we go to the, write a book.
Easy.
Write a book. um, yeah, just find different ways to go out of the spotlight also. So find a different career. That's where it came to that.
Okay. How do you feel about the ideas you have?
I like them.
You like them?
I like the flow
Yeah.
of just think.
So the thing is, like, the first few ideas are already something that you thought about or you're already doing.
Yes.
That's why I go for like 7 or even more. So if we look at the goal again, can you share the goal again?
But letting go of the identity that believes that the impact is in us instead of in me.
Yeah, that's the problem. And the goal is
Ah,
embody.
where is it? Embodiment, the idea or fact that the impact magic is within me, and the more I believe that, more free I will be.
Okay. So now the question is, from all the ideas that you've put on the list now, what will help you believe in yourself the most? Because the point of coaching is to get from point A to point B in the most efficient way. And when I say efficient, is less energy, less time, less stress, but better results. So I would.
It comes up to me that it's funny that I was not expecting that this is this actually, but resting from Anderson is what I believe would give me back much more of my energy. It's the most efficient of all.
Yeah.
I feel now.
Okay. So circle that one.
God.
God, the look that I just got. I don't know if the camera picked that up. Okay. Is it just rest from Anderson or rest in general?
I think from him, I would say for now.
Okay. So from all the ideas, now you chose the idea that will get you closer to your point B.
I don't know if this would get me closer, but it would give me more energy so I could move closer.
Therefore, it will get you closer. Yeah.
I guess so.
Also, so often in coaching sessions, again, the intervention is like very anabolic, which is to just regenerate. Originally coaching comes from sports, so it's just this mental game that you have, how you're prepping yourself up for success.
Yeah.
And yeah, having that inner game aligned with what you want, and your actions and your thoughts aligned with what you want, that's the key. And from you now, I'm getting this sensation that you're not really feeling the goals. I'm just gonna. Can you not check your notes and tell me what's the goal?
Mm.
Mm,
Embody the magic is in within me and feel more free by doing it.
okay.
Yeah.
Can you just say it again?
Embodying that the magic is within me and feeling more free by doing that.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Now we have the clarity because so often it happens that people just have a problem and they start to go to the solutions.
But it's
But
not so clear.
but you don't know where you're going. So I really wish for that clarity.
Mm.
And I try to guide the process so the clarity is there. So we have this embodiment, and now check those ideas, or you already checked and you chose which one.
Yeah.
Taking a rest from Anderson. Let's write down now 3 concrete steps how you're gonna do that.
Okay.
Like this is very action oriented.
Uh, I find a problem because not booking more doesn't mean that I will not have. Already have things booked.
Yeah, so what she's doing right now, she's going to point D, which is which are the risks and how to overcome them. So clients will constantly be jumping, and it's my job to bring back the focus. Okay, just write down 3 things that you could do.
Okay. Okay, I have 3.
What else?
Babe.
Yeah, well, while you think what else, I will explain why I asked this. So what else is obviously one of my favorite questions, and if you get this kind of sensations from the client, it usually means you're going in the right direction. um, yeah, because she did give me this hate look, which usually for me is a sign that we're doing the right things. Because she's going into the uncomfortable one, and then yeah, just stay there, okay? Don't try to be too likable as a coach in order for the client to keep coming back, because I think like my main responsibility is to make her feel supported to make the change. And for that, sometimes I am uncomfortable or I ask uncomfortable questions.
Oh God, this is so
And she
uncomfortable.
doesn't like it. So that doesn't mean she doesn't like me. She just doesn't like the process. But she'll probably like me at the end. So yeah, my point is just don't don't do this, that your need for being liked as a coach and accepted as a coach overpower what you're really there to do. Okay. What did you write?
So not booking more things was the first.
Yeah.
Second one, we have a retreat next weekend.
Yeah.
So not hanging out together during the big breaks.
Okay.
And then more uncomfortable canceling the flow retreat. And then even more uncomfortable stopping the partnership.
Yeah. You remember in the beginning when you said like letting go?
Okay, inside of me, I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, that's
Just so you know what is inside of me. You will not like her at this point, but it's not her, it's just my attachment.
yeah.
I know.
I think your specific words were, let me check. Um yeah, letting go of partnership and drama.
Yeah, so you brought me to the point where I write down that it's so uncomfortable.
And that's why I do this principle of writing, because once you write down, it just becomes a whole new level of
Yeah. Yeah, it's very uncomfortable.
It's very interesting to guide the coaching process and comment it at the same time.
Yeah, I'm finding it very, very
Very
interesting
interesting.
too.
So now the next step after you've created action steps is until when you're gonna do what? So could you put a date to it?
To not book more can be now.
Okay.
To not hang out during the breaks when we meet, like
Yeah.
on Wednesday.
Okay.
Now, canceling flow. I would wait until 2 more weeks. Yeah, in 2 weeks. I feel tempted to, if more people join, to do it.
Yeah, you're still a professional, but you
Yeah.
you can do it from a different level of.
Because for now we only have 4 people. So
Okay.
it would be okay to cancel and just give people the money back.
Okay.
Um yeah, so I would wait for 2 weeks to do this one
Okay.
and to break up
So, how many people needs to be
to make it worth
the
like eight.
8? Okay.
8 people would
So
make it worth.
if I understand correctly, if within next 2 weeks there are not 8 people subscribed, you're canceling it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
Not great, but the pain of doing is what how do I say that?
Yeah, is bigger than not doing it.
It's bigger.
Like the pain of changing or
Yeah,
of not changing is higher than the pain of changing
exactly.
because people don't like change. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can we put like that down as well, just so we don't forget
What?
the criterium,
Ah,
criteria.
that with less than 8 people are canceled.
I just realized what's happening.
What?
We're talking about the partnership of one of like two most famous people in the Zouk dance scene,
Yeah.
and it's very public.
It's very public.
Yeah,
It's true.
it's so aligned with you how you are in general.
It is, and I get like so many people coming to me to ask like, how do you make it? How is it possible that you're dance partners and you had a relationship and you had this crisis and that? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's exactly what is happening, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to this because people stay, and you're not getting any more the best out of any of the couple, and they stay, and
yeah,
I don't
that's
want to
the
do that.
comfort, the uncomfortable comfort zone.
I
Yeah.
want the best for him and I want the best for me. I know we are both magical. So let's do something so we can be more magical
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, if this would be a couples therapy and you guys would be together, we would try everything to keep you two together. I'm just saying, like there are different layers, but people decide what they want and which strategy or which modality they want and all of that. I'm just saying this for people not to hate me for guiding this process. Also, I feel so much love for Anderson as well, and I wish him all the best. And to be honest, sometimes in life, all the best is understanding that the paths are going each in its own direction and letting go.
Yeah.
And maybe someday, the paths can bring you back together or not. You don't know.
We've
Um,
been there. Like we did this kind of process, not guided like this, but just because it was impossible to continue and then we kind of like burned things to the ashes and eventually we came back. I don't know if it will happen, but I can see my pain and I can see his pain of
mm,
staying.
yeah.
And I think he will also agree that like it's being very painful for both of us.
Yeah. Okay, let's do the fourth action
Okay.
step. So what's the fourth one?
The first one is the risks, right?
No, the we did now
That
the
we did now?
yeah. this
Jesus.
this would also often happen. So avoiding.
Avoiding. Yeah, I want to avoid because it's very painful. And I can see already the comments on the podcast like, don't do it. But breaking up the partnership.
Yeah.
Breaking up the partnership, even if it's like one day it come back, but I feel like this just for both of us to have, okay, that's it.
Mm,
That's we don't need to go along with this anymore. We don't need to keep the suffering and trying to figure out and putting so much of our energy to try to fix. Well, no, just that's it.
mm,
You know,
mm,
I feel like this would give me a whole um bag of new energy that
Okay.
it's being all poured there
Okay.
to try to save it.
Okay.
This is so uncomfortable.
Yeah. Change is uncomfortable. That's why we avoid it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in one way, what do you get from this change?
Like I said, a bag of new energy to, even if it's just for me, even if it's like, okay, I will take a break now and rest of trying.
So, from the professional point of view, I will invite you to put a date.
God.
God.
Okay. So we have this event together. I would say this it would be the same date if I cancel the retreat. If I cancel the flow retreat, I think it's a good day to do the same. To just like, let's
Rip,
be honest.
rip the band-aid.
Fully honest.
Okay.
And if we are not canceling, I will do after the retreat.
Okay. Usually I also ask this question, how will you um let me know as your coach that you've done the action steps?
I would message you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to ask this question so it doesn't feel like I'm supervising too much. So you also choose your um the way you want to communicate. So you will message me.
Yeah.
Okay. If I don't hear it on social media before.
Or maybe you're gonna see social media.
Okay. So now the time is for the summary. So what are you gonna do until our next session?
When is our next session?
Let's say it's in 2 weeks.
Let's say it's in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I had some stuff that I would do, no? Where
Yeah.
is it?
It's on that side.
Is this
Yeah.
this one? So for 2 weeks, I will not book new things.
Yeah.
I will take breaks separately from him
Mhm.
on the retreat. I will. That's it, because the other things are after 2 weeks.
After 2 weeks. Okay, good. So usually we also do point D, which is what are the risks? So what are the three main obstacles that could happen and stop you from progressing towards your goal? Write down 3. This look is always so priceless.
Oh my God, this is horrible. I hope you guys are listening to this and that you can take for your life. Otherwise, this is like meaningless and I'm just going through something very uncomfortable for nothing. So you better take.
You're doing it for yourself, if I may remind you.
You better take some out of this. Okay, I wrote 3. Is this okay?
If that is okay. Before sharing them, can you evaluate which one come from you and which one come from the outside? The body's saying no.
Body's like, no, I don't like this. Which one comes from me?
Yeah, which obstacles are you putting for yourself and which obstacles are from the outside?
Can I share and then you help me to answer this question? Because I don't understand.
Yes.
So first is finances. Like it's my main source of income still. So that was one thing that I would think that could make it harder, especially when people come like, do you want $10,000 to retreat? Then it's very hard. So this is one.
Okay.
The other one.
So it's not just the finances, it's okay, it's just finances. Okay, cool. Because there's so much more there, but let's leave it for the next session. Yeah.
Okay. The other one is letting people down.
Yeah. Huh?
Letting people down.
So your sensation of letting people down, or people telling you?
My sensation.
Okay, so
My
that's
sensation.
internal. Yeah.
My sensation, like that people would like if I cancel, like people that kind of organize themselves to come and to learn from us, and I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Feels really horrible. The other one is hope. It's horrible.
And I've never heard anyone called Hope Haribo, but
Like the hope that things can be different,
Mhm.
because that's always what stopped me. Because I'm like, okay, that's it. That's it. It's not good for anybody. Let's just stop this. And then he becomes super nice, and then we do this work that everybody's so happy about it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I guess we can still, yeah. So in this
Make it
sense,
work. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And that's
So
how,
for how long have you been feeling hope?
like, 6 years.
Yeah. So what's different now than 6 years ago?
The parts that these moments are much more rare.
Mhm.
The moments of, yeah, this is good, it can work. It's just like very, very, very rare.
Mm.
And the other part is much, much, much bigger.
Okay, I see. Okay, so hope, would you say is internal or external?
Internal.
Okay. Feeling of letting people down?
Like internal, but external in a way, because when he becomes inspired or excited for the work, that's when I'm like, oh, this can work.
Okay, so it's a combo. And the finances, where would you put them?
I would put inside,
Yeah.
because it matters to me.
I mean, it matters for survival and feeling free,
Yeah,
but it's your
my
perception of,
safety.
do I have enough? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or can I make it in some other ways? Okay. So you have three internals, if I understand correctly.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, for everyone who's watching, is very common because usually us people, we tend to sabotage ourselves the most. So we don't even need other enemies. I'm saying it with a smile, but I mean it very seriously.
I love how you make it so light.
So the plan now is, Brenda, come up with a plan B for each of the obstacles. So how will you mitigate the risk? How will you um
For finances, I collab with other people.
you can do it internally and then share with me.
Okay.
So the whole idea of the point D is researching what are the main obstacles that will most likely come in the way, and then figuring out the plan B for them. This also helps the person to feel secure enough to go through with the action plan and not overthink what if, because those what ifs are probably going to happen. And it's good to have a plan B for those moments, which then brings higher level of security to the person, and like they thought things through. And also, if this obstacle does appear, they have plan B, how to avoid that. And then you stay on this track of from point A to point B um, in the most efficient way.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
That's perfect. My timing with explaining what's happening
Yeah.
and what's the point of point D.
Oh, I was not paying attention this time.
Yeah.
So for finances, I can collab with other people, do my own immersion, invest my money in different things, do privates and my own retreats with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are many options.
Many options. Okay. To be explored in the future sessions. Okay.
Cool.
What is for the second one?
Letting people down.
Yeah.
I wrote down to call the people that subscribe directly, and like to check on them, and also offer a different suggestion or option. They could maybe come and take a private immersion or with me or something like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe it won't work, but
But you would feel better.
I would feel better.
Yeah. Okay.
And for the one that he becomes super excited and inspired to do the work again, and I have this hope, I said, stop with the crumbles. That's enough. Do emotional release and let go.
Can you say it again?
Stop, stop with the crumbles. That's enough. Do emotional release and let go.
Cool. 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 Cool.
Ah!
This what we're doing now is called mirroring, and I'm trying to also mimic her body language.
Okay.
Yeah. So what did we come up with? What's the plan for obstacles? Can you just summarize it?
Um, like mentioning all of them again.
Yeah, but in a shorter way.
So I can find other sources of income.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can reach out to the people that I let down in my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And I can do emotional release for the times that I feel hope again.
Okay. What's so funny?
No,
Yeah,
it feels funny.
it does. Sometimes laugh can be a mask emotion.
I
That's why
know.
it's really not that funny, but we're smiling.
It's
It's a defense mechanism as
it's
well.
like hope and it's bad. So it
Yeah.
makes me laugh.
But the thing is, like, so many people who are in toxic relationships, but he was so nice to me.
I know.
And
I've been
then,
there.
yeah, one time per year.
I'm not saying at all that it's toxic, okay, guys? So it's not a
Yeah.
toxic relationship. It's just that it's a dynamic that it's not working for any of us. It's making both of us mostly sad, unhappy, frustrated, not wanting to hang out together. Like it's just bad for both of us, even though we love each other so deeply.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
that's it.
that's it. Thanks for clarifying. Okay. So, how would you sum up the whole session? With words.
Okay, my summary of this session,
Yeah.
it brought me clarity, and it led me to places that are uncomfortable because change is uncomfortable.
Mm.
But I'm happy. It's a type of discomfort that feels very good because I feel like it's really what I need to do to make the change that I want in my life.
Mm.
And I felt very guided. I love how many times I'm going away and you're bringing me back.
Mm.
I wouldn't be able to do that by myself if I had the like, okay, let me take a coach session from Chat GPT and it says ABCD, do this. I would never be able to do by myself because I would be going all over the place. So it was very cool to have the guidance, the support. What else? Ah, it feels a different type of excitement.
Mm.
It's an excitement that it's not so comfortable, but it gives me a different type of hope that is not a bad hope.
Mm.
It's a hope that it's like, oh, okay, now things
Mm.
can be really good, not just like putting things under the carpet and feeling good.
Yeah.
No, we can take out the carpet and just feel good
Nice.
eventually.
Nice. You know, I feel this need to mention this moment. In the beginning when I invited you to write down what's the problem, and then you're like, life is amazing. I don't know what is the problem.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just to come back to this point that you just had, and life is amazing, and then how much more amazing we can make it.
Yeah.
And you said yesterday one thing that really stuck with me because we did this vision quest, what we want for our lives, and what should be our guiding question. And you said something very interesting, how we can align the life, the amazingness of life we're having with how amazing we are. It was in this direction. So how can we align our life to be as amazing as we are as human beings?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just felt very appropriate to bring it back again at the end of the session. Um, Let me ask, what is your thought that you're going away with from this session?
To me, it's like I need consistency. I need to show up for me,
Yeah, show for you.
show up for myself, and really do the things that I need to do to align
Mm.
the amazingness of my life with who I am.
Mm. Can we write the thought down?
Which thought? This one? All right,
Sure.
forgot. Um,
Because in the next coaching session, most likely I would be in our check-in already asking you, so how did you show up for yourself in the last 2 weeks?
mhm.
And then there is this last thing that I would ask, which is about me as a coach. If we're just starting our journey, I would actually really like your feedback on what did you like and what would you change for next time, just so I can calibrate my approach better to your needs, But also with this question, I'm giving you the invitation to co-create the process. You're not just there like, okay, she's guiding me and this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
You can also co-create the process so it fits better your needs. So what did you like and what would you prefer to change or upgrade or different?
Mm, I can't think of anything that I would like different. Because the parts that I didn't enjoy were the discomfort, was the uncomfortable parts that I need to look to myself.
Yeah. Well, that's part of
I cannot
coaching.
change that.
Yeah, but some people want,
Some people would like.
some people would maybe they want a different approach or more gentle, or this is where maybe somebody else would take 3 sessions for you to get to this place. But I'm like completely okay with you not liking me in the process.
I like that because I like this type of honesty, but I'm known also for being sometimes like a little bitchy. But just because I think it's nice if you just say the truth.
Yeah.
So I really like this approach. It really works for me.
Okay.
I think if you would go to like yang yang yang, I would probably not like that.
Yeah, so I'm your shot of whiskey.
I guess so.
That's good because you don't drink coffee, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything you liked specifically that I should keep? And
I
definitely
really
not.
like you bringing back to the question and say and the writing down thing. It's like
Yeah. Okay.
I noticed you're doing this. Just come back. I think you could even do earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes it was nice to have the time to process that thought, even though it was going away, because
Yeah.
I could come back to it later. So yeah, I really like it.
Okay. Good. Well, let's close here. It has been 1 hour and 2 minutes.
1 hour and
Thanks
2 minutes.
everyone for listening
Yeah.
to our coaching session. Again, thanks for opening up. I know you want to say something else, but let me just finish this. Thanks for opening up in such a vulnerable way. I think this vulnerability is actually a true strength because we can just experience so much through somebody else's story if they speak it out loud. And you are one of those speakers. And that's the magical part, I think, also of you that came to present also within this conversation. So I just really want to thank you for your support because it's also like my first coaching session online and doing a podcast of it, and just I feel very supported and thank you so much.
Thank you, babe. I love you.
I
I
love
love you
it.
so much. I hope it's the first of like many.
I know we wanted to talk about the book, but it kind of feels inappropriate. So
Okay,
let's just
so
skip
we
it.
don't.
Yeah.
That's the
That's the
only thing
truth.
that I wanted to say. But
Yeah.
maybe you do another episode that you talk more about the book.
Yeah. Let's to be continued.
To be continued.
Thank you everyone for joining us to this podcast with Brenda and me, and I really enjoyed your questions in the beginning and how you opened up in the coaching session. And thanks for everyone who watched it all the way through. If you liked it, I think all people do this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Not sure where and how, but probably around the video somewhere. So yeah, if you want to hear more content, I'll try to bring good and interesting guests and ask them powerful questions. If you have any suggestions on the topic or the guest, or just like whatever, you can tell me. Enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Bye.